Hey everybody, how are you? I'm here with a project share for Happy Crafter Lisa Goss. She's having a swap and I'm in on the swap, and this is the project I created. Her swap is for 3x3 cards, a set of 4, Valentine's themed, made in a box. So you're swapping with 2 people, and then I'm gonna send her one as the hostess, and then I'm making a set for my sister, and then the last set that I'm making along with you all is going to be a giveaway. Oh, so is this a project share, a tutorial, and a giveaway? Oh my God, yes it is. Okay, so look at how cute these came out. I know they're not traditional reds, but they scream Valentine's Day. These actually remind me of those candies that have all the little sayings on them, right? How stinking cute are these? I'm loving all the colors. These papers came from my son's Etsy store, which is Vinnie Shannon Paper Co. And I will link them below. And I'm going to show you what's in the box. So inside the box, and I have the box opening backwards so that the front has the decor. I was going like this in case you're like watching me. Okay, so it was 4 cards and 4 envelopes. So the cards are in the envelopes. And this is the card. And I kind of did it up on dimensionals. So it's a 3x3 card, and when you open it up, it says Happy Valentine's Day, and I thought that there was plenty of room to put to whom it's going to, the date, and love. And if you have a white marker, you can write any sentiment you want on here. But look at how cute. So it's layered 3 times, and then the 4th is done with the embellishments, and then almost like just a decorative border. And then it goes like that. Now, each one I did the same but different, if that makes sense. So I switched them out as far as colors. So I was trying to bring every color to the paper pad in. And when you look at the color palette, it's the pink, the blue, the pink, the green. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. Pink, the green, the gray. And that's what I kind of came up with. Loving them. And if you didn't know this, let me think about where my paper is, because, gosh, my office is a mess again. All right. Let me show you just something that I did on my live the other day. I was showing everybody the paper that I used. Okay, such as this. So when you print this paper, it looks like this. But I brought it into a print shop, and now I made it personable for the size of the project. You see, it's the background paper, but this is the original size, but I was able to make it smaller. All right, so that's like my love of digital paper now. I'm realizing how awesome and how you can manipulate it into any project that you need it for. So these are the 4 cards that go into my box. Now these 4 boxes are done. And now, and you have to do a tag, which I haven't done yet. I have to do. I better get my act together. I really wanted these in the mail today. So I will get that tag done. So these are the 4 boxes. Now, I'm going to show you the tutorial on the box. Ready? I do have a template that I create. All right, here is my box template that I always use. I'm going to link this below, so if you want to make a copy of this, you can. Just look in the description box below. So I needed my box to be 7.5. I shouldn't say that. I needed my box to be 3.5 by 3.5. So that makes, ready? I'm gonna show you how to do this. If I want my box to be whatever my length times my width, you make it these numbers. Whatever your depth is, it's these numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are always going to be that number. And this one is always going to be a 1/2 inch. Always. So I needed a 3.5 by 3.5 box by 1 inch. And that's what I got. Okay? And I'm going to show you what we do. So you take your paper. Now, after I knew what my size was, I needed to be 3.5 by 1 inch deep. 1, 1, 3.5, 1, and 1. So then you add them. 3.5, 4.5, 5.5, 6.5, 7.5. That's how I know what my length of my paper is going to be. Then I knew that this was going to be 3.5, 1 inch, 3.5, 1 inch, and a 1/2 inch. Add them up. 3.5, 4.5, 5.5, 6, 7, 8.5, 9.5. How did I do that wrong? 3.5 and 3.5 is 7, 8, 9.5. 9.5 by 7. 9.5 by 7. Okay. So now when you're looking at this, okay, this is how we do it. We know we have to start at the 1/2 inch. Then you have to add an inch to that, which would make it the 1.5 mark. Then we're adding 3.5 inches, which is going to get me to the 5 inch mark. Then we're adding another inch. I'm going to score at the 6 inch mark. I'm adding another 3.5 inches, which is going to get me to the 9.5. Very simple math. So I'm scoring at 1/2, 1.5, 5, 6, and no more. I'm sorry, my screen keeps going in. Now I'm going to turn it this way. Now I know I need to score it 1 inch. I have to add an inch, so I'm scoring on the 2 inch mark. I'm adding 3.5 inches, so I'm going to get to the 5.5 mark. And then I got to add an inch, so I'm scoring at the 6.5. So basically 1, 2, 5.5, and 6. Now that I've scored all that, it's time to cut out. Now for this project, I'm going to do this, which I should have done before. These all get cut out. X equals cut out. Okay, X equals cut out. These are going to get rounded. Round. And then we're going to cut out a little notch. Now I'm going to show you what we're going to do. So now that we have all our score marks, let's fold and burnish. This is actually a Stampin' Up paper, and I have to tell you, I do love their paper. All right. So this is what we're doing. You see all my little folds? Actually, I don't want, okay. I'm going to use my big scissor and go all the way down and cut those out. Don't need that. And then we're going to cut out the opposite side. Garbage. Now, what we're going to do is this. We don't need this front one, so we're cutting that out. And we're cutting out this one. All right. Now, I'm going to just trim that on the diagonal. And I'm going to trim this one on the diagonal. And I'm going to cut down. We don't need this entire piece. So I'm cutting down to the first score mark. And I'm cutting that up on the diagonal. And I'm going to cut this one in on the diagonal. And I'm going to cut out that waist. And I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. Trim that out. Trim that. I'm going to go to that first score mark. And I'm going to just take that out. Just like that. This is all waist. Get rid of that. Then I like to use the 1/2 inch side on my crocodile. And I'm going to trim out the 4 corners. I just like the 1/2 inch better than the 1/4 inch sometimes. See what I did? Very cool, right? All right, so this is what happens. It doesn't matter which side, but we have to take, and I'm using a 3/4 inch punch. And I just want to notch out just about center, just like that. It almost reminds me of like a Crayola box, except it's not V'd. I don't know what kind of box it reminds me of. All right, so I'm going to take my art glitter glue. Thank you, Linda Crespo, for the container. Yes, Linda sent me this little container to put my art glitter glue in for my birthday. And she was so excited on one of my videos that she saw me using it and she hoped I liked it. And I absolutely love it. So basically what I did was I just glued that 1/2 inch mark, and now I'm bringing the other piece over and I am just pushing it down. And our box has been made. Okay, that's it. So now we tuck in our sides and our bottom, just like that. And then we tuck that down. Now what I like to do is this. How cute is that box, right? The little notch is here, but I'm going to decorate this side of the box. And this is my layers. And what I want to do is this. I bring in my other crocodile corner chomper, and I'm going to use the scalloped edge. Can you see that? The scalloped edge for this. And I'm just going to do all 4 corners. And that's going to be my first layer. And I have a feeling I didn't cut that correctly. So if my box is 3.5 by 3.5, this was supposed to be 3.25 by 3.25, and I made it 3.5. So let me fix that. That was my mistake. Okay, now that looks normal. Now I'm going to do the same thing with the next layer. I love this little tool. Love it, love it, love it. That's the second layer. Now this is the designer series paper from the kids. Loving that. Then this is a cut apart from that. And I do believe I did. Oh, hold on one second. This is the cut apart sheet that I created. And I really shouldn't be cutting it with my scissors because now I can. Sorry. And that's the one we're going to use, just like that. So real simple. I have to refill this. We'll add some glue. And this is our first layer. So this layer, since the box is 3.5 by 3.5, the black piece is 3.25 by 3.25. This gray piece I'm going to put on is 3 by 3. By 3, and then my designer series paper right here is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. And this one, wasn't thinking, is going up on dimensionals. Yep, I wasn't thinking. Let me zoom you in. Can you believe tomorrow is Friday already? Wow, where does the days go? Okay. And like I said before, you look how cute this paper minimized from that big pattern. I'm loving this. Okay, so that's down. Then I took this little strip, add some glue. There we go. And now you also added dimensionals onto the back of this. And I did 3. These are, this is the roll from the Dollar Tree. And I just usually totally cut them up. This is one of the staples in my office, in life. The dimensionals. I call myself like the dimensional queen. Sorry, that was my phone. How come my phone rings when it's when I'm videotaping? Isn't that wild? Okay, so then what I did was this. I have the EK Success punch. I punched out some hearts. How cute, right? In this cute pink paper. And I'm putting 2 on. And then I went through my stash and I have these, and these are from the Dollar Tree, which I've had. Because you know me, this year I'm using what I have. And now I got it stuck. Yep. Use what we have. And it just adds a little bling to the box. And look at that. Is that not cute? Loving that. And then we open up the box. We take the 4 cards. Aren't they great? Put them in there, close it up, and there you have it. These are, let's see if I get them all in there. Alright, so my information card is ready. Nothing major that, you know, they asked if you like chocolate, what your favorite tool was in your craft room, and I made mine on the Cricut because my favorite tool, I do believe, is my Cricut. I do have a lot of tools, but the one I go to the most, I do believe, is my Cricut. So I thought I needed a little Disney flair. Isn't she cute? So, and when I think about me and my crafting, Tinkerbell always comes to my head. I don't know, I'm just a tink girl. And I added a little diamond dot, diamond heart, and this is part of the swap. So one goes to Lisa and one goes to my 2 swap partners. Remember this, 2 are for Lisa's swap, 1 is for Lisa, 1 is for my sister, and 1 is for one of my subscribers, one of you lucky souls. All right, so this is what you're gonna have to do. If you wanna be part of this giveaway, you have to hit that like button. You have to be a visible subscriber. I will check. You have to leave me a comment below. Give this video a thumbs up. You have to be 18 years or older and a resident of the United States. I cannot ship international. So that is for this giveaway. All right, everybody, thanks for watching. See you real soon.